everyone, mark your calendars, bust out your dancing shoes, and stretch your legs because auditions are happening for the Marquette Community Nutcracker Ballet. Now, Mandy, I've participated in the Nutcracker Ballet here in Marquette a few times throughout the years. It's a really fun thing to do in the beginning of December.
Well, it sounds like you might have some ties to this right now, so listen up because we're going to learn more about that audition process. Michael Sobek is joining us live from the Northern Sky Dance and Fitness Studio in Marquette. He's finding out how you can audition. Let's get right into it. Good morning again, Michael.
Good morning again, ladies. Good morning, Cameron. Now, jumping right into things, so I have Skylar, who's actually the director of this year's Marquette Community Nutcracker Ballet, and there's a lot of things that go on. So, Skylar, my first question is, as the director, as the person that's kind of helping coordinate and put everything together, what not only the audition process is like, but what has been the process of setting this up kind of looked like?
Yeah, this has been a great experience. I did my first Nutcracker when I was 12 years old, and it's been in the community since I was a very young child. So it's been great kind of taking that position as the director, but it's been awesome as a community event. So everybody in the community is welcome, whether you have dance experience or no dance experience at all. We have ages 4 all the way up through adults. So it's a really great opportunity to just try something new or try something that you love as well too.
Absolutely. Now, I know a lot of people when they think of the Nutcracker, it's very traditional ballet and it looks extremely difficult. That's not the case this time. It's a little different. Kind of tell me about that.
Yeah, so this year we're going to have more of a camp Nutcracker feel to it. So instead of back in the olden days, we're going to be into a log cabin for the setting of this Nutcracker. And we're going to have some Finnish folk dance as well too involved for non-dancers and adults. And then we'll have traditional ballet more towards Act 2 as well too. But it's a good opportunity to try all different styles of dance for dancers and non-dancers alike.
Absolutely. Now, if you guys look at your screen, I actually have all of the times laid out for those auditions. Now, in terms of auditions, what are some things that you're looking for people who have no dancing experience and people who do?
Yeah, just show up at your time that's designated for your age. And if you have dance attire, that's great. But if you don't, just show up in athletic wear that you feel comfortable moving in. And it'll look like showing combinations to you from different choreographers. And then you'll just perform those combinations and have fun.
Absolutely. Now, I myself don't have dance experience, so I might not be the best person to show what some of these dances will look like. But if you could actually show us a little bit what people expect, I know you have your partner over here to kind of show us, if you could give us a quick little look at that before I get into that second segment. So take it away. That was impressive. First of all, I don't think I'll ever be able to do that. And it was super cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like to music as well. And speaking of which, coming up on our next segment, I'm not going to do that. There's no way I think I'll be able to do that. But I get to try some of the dance moves and see what that first act is like, as well as what the music is going to look like and that choreography. So that's coming up in just a few minutes, so definitely stick around. It's back to you guys.
All right, we will stay tuned for your dancing skills, Michael. I'm very excited to see what you can come up with. Thank you so much. We'll check in soon. Now, Cameron, for people that are maybe interested in practicing for their auditions, it's a great day to stay inside and put on your pointe shoes. Get to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a stay inside day. Probably get some dancing in or whatever you do inside. I'll time out what the rain looks like after the break.